So unfortunately, the last video I did about Christianity holding us back as a society really upset a lot of Christians. So I'm back with another video that's gonna upset the Christians. Look, I'm gonna keep it going because y'all need to hear this. If you're coming across the video, that means you need to hear it. Okay, so what's good, y'all? It's Guava, and in today's video we're gonna upset the Christians. Make sure you like this video, make sure you like the video, comment how you feel, and subscribe if you would like to see more videos like this from me. And if you would like to be a part of a community of open-minded and free thinkers, make sure you subscribe. Turn on the post notifications. Turn on the post notifications so you know when I post, so you don't miss a post, okay? Share this with everyone you know. Share it with anyone that you want to piss off. No, I'm not here to piss people off, but I am here just to give another perspective. That's it, that's all. Nothing crazy. I'm actually not trying to piss people off. None of that. I'm just joking around. I'm just joking around, but let's get into it.
Why do I need to baptize my child when they were already baptized in the holy waters of my womb? So not only did men create patriarchal religion, but they also decided to create a false form of baptism. This is what we call appropriation. Appropriation means to take something for one's own use that belonged to someone else. So not only do they need to appropriate our body's natural biological processes, but then they need to make us, the women, feel inferior, inadequate, and gross for the fluids that naturally come out of our body. This is the mind control in action. This is the propaganda in action, because now they've raised their own sense of worth, their own sense of divinity, their own sense of authority by saying the waters that came from Mother Earth that the man blessed are better than the waters that came out of my womb that the Holy Mother blessed. The patriarchy gets aroused from their false sense of dominance that they get from oppressing us and making us feel less than. So here's the thing. I'm not baptizing my child, and I'm not going to be made to feel shameful for the holy waters that I naturally produce out of my body. In fact, I think that when we baptize our children, I was christened. When we baptize or christen our children, we are actually casting the spell of patriarchy and asleepness and unconsciousness over them. And I rebuke that.
Your husband will either love you forever or murder you. So if they cheat on you, you good. You just have to pay to leave them. But that's it though. Yeah, that relationship you're already in, we're just gonna go ahead and involve the government in that shit. No, but they're gonna love you forever. Maybe. Or not. What happens if they die? You could legally bind yourself to somebody else. But it's we just want to keep this legal binding thing going. But in sickness and in health, potentially. What if your husband's really shitty? You could get a divorce, but everyone's going to judge. They are. Regular breakups, okay. Divorce, very bad. No bueno. Why would you have a boyfriend who you can freely break up with when you could legally bind yourself to this man? But if they're very rich, you could take half their shit if y'all break up. But if you're very rich, they could potentially do the same thing to you. You should get married because this is what you're supposed to do. You know that everybody does it. But if you marry a good man, then he probably won't cheat on you yet.
I used to be someone who wanted to get married legally, go get the marriage license, change my last name, this, that, and the third. And now I'm like, that is just so unnecessary. That is just so unnecessary. Why would I include the government up in my relationship? A marriage is a spiritual thing, not a governmental thing. Mind your business, government. Get up on my face. Mind your business. Get up on my marriage. Get up on my relationship. You can't have it. You can't have it. I don't allow it. I'm not paying to be spiritually binded to someone. That doesn't even make sense. Mind your business.
I just don't take religious people serious because they will deadass sit up in your face and be like, no, when Goliath the giant was fighting David, and they be dead serious. like Mary actually consented to get pregnant because she was speaking to the angel with, are you serious? You don't, like, do you hear the words that are coming out of your mouth? Mary was speaking to the angel. Goliath, the giant, and David were just like, you're just casually telling me about what niggas was saying to angels and giants, and you don't think that that's gonna, like, just, some people are not gonna, you feel what I'm saying? Like really listen to yourself. Mary was talking to the angel. When people start talking like that, we usually go, oh, okay, you're one of them, and then we stop listening to them. But for some reason, we're supposed to take religious people serious when they start talking to you like that. Whoa, no. You see, the serpent started telling Eve about how the serpent did what? I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, she's unwell. Anyways, you know, like, that's usually how those sorts of conversations go. But because this is a little fan club over a book, we supposed to take that shit serious. Okay.
I believe I cracked some type of code just from meditating about the word of God. Now hear me out before you scroll, hear me the fuck out, because this gonna have you thinking and researching too. What if we all are not supposed to be saying the word of God? What if certain people on this planet, the word of God was only designed to work for them certain people? So let me tell you how I came about this. I went down a rabbit hole. So I was saying reading the word, right? And every time I said the word God, it was like my body or my soul was kind of like rejecting the word God. But every time I said the word the Most High, it's like it was like this electric magnetic energy force went through my body, like it was recharging my body, my vessel, my soul, right? And the more that I kept saying the most high I could feel like my body, my vessel was recharging and like awakening more or something. It's like the kind of feeling of recharge when like you don't receive a blessing or a miracle don't happen for you or something good happened for you that day. You just want to scream, kind of like winning the lottery type shit. So before I went in meditation, I asked Source why that was. And Spirit came back and said, this was the answer that Spirit gave me through meditation. It's because words have been hijacked on this planet. And God and Lord were one of those words. And then Spirit said, like, the download I got was the soul knows, the soul remembers. So then the Spirit was like, those words were put in place exactly to benefit the matrix and oppress the masses. And then it also said that those words are connected to the demiurge. So as I do my homework and go more down the rabbit hole, the demiurge is the God that the religion and Christian people worship. You know, the God that they say that's in the sky, that's in the heavens, and that is not the God of the chosen ones. And you continue to pray to the demiurge, that God in the sky, you are continuing to contract yourself with the matrix of being oppressed and your energy siphoned. That is considered the God of the blind, the sleepwalkers, the people that have not awakened. And the demiurge, that God in the sky, does not favor chosen ones. That God fears the chosen ones, and that's why the chosen ones are constantly under attack. Not just because you are a chosen one and you are on assignment, you have lessons, but because that demiurge, that God in the sky, in the clouds, fears you. Because the chosen ones are the rebels. The chosen ones are the ones that will dismantle the matrix, the prison, the control system. And this is why you are constantly under attack at spiritual war every day. But I'm just like, y'all, this rabbit hole gets deep and deep and deep. And this is why I tell y'all, you need to go within for answers. When you want to know something, you need to ask Spirit, ask Source, ask your higher self, and go into meditation, and downloads information will start coming to you. Because when we were sitting here, the information was already implanted in our DNA. I also discovered going down this rabbit hole that it's three distinctive types of humans. One is the hylics, two is the psychics, and three is the pneumatics. If you want to know which human distinct you are considered, drop more info in the comments. And if you like my content, follow for more. Toodaloo.
I really wish folks would shut up and mind their own damn religion. Y'all be sounding dumb as hell. I seen a woman on Instagram taking a cleansing bath, and the bitch up in the comments gonna say, y'all do everything but go to God. I asked the bitch, did she get baptized before? She said yes. Dumbass hoe, that's the same thing. It's a cleansing bath. Some people just do it more often than others because you need to do it often. You only got baptized when you was 3 years old. All the sins that you done committed since then, and you don't think you need another bath, you're dumb. The only place that you can praise at is at church, but you can't do the same thing up in your house? Yeah. The Bible told y'all to light an incense to start your day, clearing the energy of yesterday. Motherfuckers actually do that shit. Y'all say, oh my God, that's demonic. That's demonic. Honoring your ancestors is demonic. Okay. So saying thank you to Harriet Tubman for freeing slaves, saying thank you to Martin Luther King for giving his speeches that brought people together, saying thank you to Malcolm X for putting belt to ass like somebody needed to, that's demonic just for saying thank you and giving gratitude. But yet you do it every time February comes. Do it on Juneteenth sometimes, Martin Luther King Day. Like, y'all never make sense. This why it's just best for y'all to stop speaking on other people's religions and just mind your business. Because you really don't know what you're talking about and you sound stupid.
And so with that being said, and without further ado, that's all the videos I have for you today. Make sure you like this video, comment how you feel, and subscribe if you would like to see more videos like this from me. And if you would like to be a part of a community of open-minded and free thinkers, make sure you subscribe, because why not? Let's get into it. Come over here. Subscribe. We have fun. We learn. We're open-minded. We're here. Come back for part 2.